This video is brought to you by these fantastic sponsors, as well as Mobile Gaming News Network, mobilegamingnews.com, your one-stop shop for all your mobile gaming news, reviews, and information you can use. Head on over and sign up, and if you are inclined to write some articles, go ahead and sign up for that as well. We are always looking for more writers. But with that, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun, and a lot of you with Arknights coming up have been asking me in the chat as I've been streaming it, hey, who is the best? Do you have a tier list? Do you have anything that I can get prepared with? Things like that. I decided, you know what, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to make the most definitive tier list ever, the most important tier list that you will find, you'll check out when you're getting ready to play this game, the most important tier list that has probably ever been created in the history of Arknights at this moment. And I'm gonna only cover the 2, 3, and 4 stars, because if I tried to cover everything, this video would be just entirely too long. So we're gonna start off with the lowest star waifus. That's right. This is going to be the waifu tier list, and I am just ready for it because let's be real, Arknights is about those waifus. So first up is going to be Yato, and this is actually a pretty good one. I like this. I like the aesthetic. I like the mask. I like the horns, everything like that. You got the high ponytail back in the back. I really dig that. Unfortunately, she is, a pretty low star waifu, so she didn't get a whole lot of love. She actually got a pretty okay amount of love here in terms of like the design, the aesthetic, very high school, DxD. Well, not DxD, because she doesn't have the assets for that. But she's a little on the bland side, so we're gonna put her right up here in B for bland. That is where she is going to go. Up next is going to be Durand, and I can already tell you right now, I absolutely love girls in oversized clothes. Now, it does make her kind of look like she's about, I don't know, like 5. A very, very small person, or she just has the outfit from somebody who is an absolute Goliath. Those, just the arms alone would be ridiculous. So she's either super tiny, or I don't know, they're going for like the whole like nerdy magician vibe. If it were just a little bit more reasonable, I could get a bit more behind it. So I'm gonna give her a C for just get some clothes that fit you. C for clothes that fit you. Up next is going to be Vanilla, and I already can tell you right now, she looks like the kind of person who is vanilla, very bland, kind of boring. I do really like her axe. Like, I am a big fan of just axes in general, and you know what, like if she had a little bit more flair there, I could get on with that. Like, I do kind of like the one thigh high that's down a little bit lower than the other one, kind of with the pencil skirt with like the little bit of slit there, but definitely feels like she would need you to take the lead. She's not going to be very assertive in the slightest. We're going to go for B for boring. Up next is going to be Popular, and holy crap, chainsaw wielding bayonet lolly. Now, I don't understand why you need a bayonet on your like chainsaw, but I guess it's just to add insult to injury. Unfortunately, this one is going to absolutely go into the do not touch. Head pats only for this one. As a matter of fact, she literally has arrows on her hat for where you are supposed to put your hand. Head pats only on this. I do like the little eye patch with the eyelash on it and the cute little rabbit thigh highs, but this one is definitely Head pats only unless you are about that FBI life. Now, up next is going to be Plume, or as I like to call her, I rated a Final Fantasy character's closet. That cloak alone is pretty solid. Plus, I really like the long like halberd with the little plume up there and the hat. She does look like she'd be a little bit prim and proper, but I'm digging those thigh highs with the just nice a little bit of skin showing there. So you know what, you're gonna actually go up into the A tier for me. Now, who knows what she's rocking underneath that? You got a lot of stuff hidden there. Could be rocking a pretty hot bod. Could be a little bit on the tight side. Now, next up is going to be Orchid. And Orchid, I like the blue. I really do. I like the outfit, the hat, but she also kind of looks like somebody's aunt. Not really into the ant look per se. Maybe if she were more of like an Ara ant, but she just kind of looks like somebody's just kind of really not the nicest aunt. Very apathetic, like probably drinks a lot of wine regularly in public and probably wants to talk to your manager. She doesn't have the talk to your manager haircut, but definitely looks like she would be very just gonna throw her in C for the word that I probably think that she is going to be. Next up is going to be Moleantha, and those dead eyes have seen some stuff. The outfit looks like it might as well just be lingerie, but it's a cat girl, right? So, you know, cat girls automatically get extra bonus points. However, I don't know, those dead eyes probably would just don't do it for me. The very vacant look. I dig the collar with like the cross front here, but just gonna drop her. Just gonna drop her into C as well for cat girl. Next up is going to be Lava, and I just absolutely hate her design. It seems very lazy. She's a caster, so I don't know why she has like a knife, like a switchblade, like she's trying to be like that bad edgy girl on like the, you know, in school or whatever. But overall, just really don't like this. Actually, what bugs me the most about her is the way that she's holding that book. Like, what is up with your hands right now? Like, how are you even holding that book? I guess like you could be putting it like on her leg, but she's standing straight up and it's not close enough to her leg to fall. You're you're just straight up F tier. No thank you. You might be okay in the game, but you are F tier on waifu. Up next is going to be Cruz, and she just looks really super happy. It feels like she would just be really excited all the time about everything that has ever existed. I like kind of like the casual look to her. Her hair is pretty cool. It does look like she has, you know, she falls down a little bit, so she looks like she might be a little bit on the clumsy side. I'm gonna go with A tier for her, mostly because A for probably really annoying. Happy all the time, but sometimes you want to be like, hey, look, you know, I need you to just straight up calm down right now. Like, you need to just chill. Next up, we're going to have Hibiscus, and Hibiscus is what Lava should have been more like. She's kind of like the polar opposite of Lava in that, you know, she looks a little happy. She's a demon girl. She's got the horns, but she's also got like those just little like mid-calf, frilly socks. She's a little bit of a healer, probably really cute, but at the same time, she's also not really the person that you're like, you know what, that's my waifu. That's your waifu's friend. That's the friend that you try to get to hook you up with your actual waifu. So you know what, we're gonna put you in D tier. D for disappointed. So up next is gonna be Fang. And I like Fang, Little Wolf Girl. Little Wolf Girl got like the pike. I do think, though, that she is just straight up wearing some grandma clothes right now. I don't know what that outfit is. Her shoes kind of suck. She's not very coordinated here. Why does she have a belt around the top of her knee? Usually if you're going to do like a belt like aesthetic on a character's like thigh, it's more up in the thigh. Like this is literally just something that like your grandma or something like wears out to the grocery store or something. Kind of frumpy. I do like the long hair. The long hair is really good. Her face is kind of all right. I don't understand really like what the deal is with the like hoops, like because it's not part of her coat and it just holds her badge. Like I don't know why that's there. Don't really get it. You are going to get put into C tier for can't we get this girl some clothes that don't look like grandma clothes. All right, so next up we're gonna have Catapult, and I don't have any clue really what's going on with her weapon. I tried to figure this out, like what even is this? Is it a vacuum? Is it, you know, some sort of like artillery? There's like nothing here that tells me, hey, this is what this is. It's got like an oil can on the back. She is a big hippie though, because you've got the love and peace thing, you know, with the sleeves, like the jacket with the sleeves, the little shorts that aren't even up on her thigh, with the like red streaks in the back. But I feel like she would want to tell me all about like her vegan lifestyle, and you know, she'd be like, man, we just really need to not like, you know, have infected people like attack things, man. And you know what, that would probably kind of get on my nerves. D for don't know what the hell is going on with your weapon back there. All right, next up is going to be Kerrigan. Cardigan, like the sweater. Yes. And first thing I thought when I saw her was I was like, bam, she needs to be like skiing, something like that. She is definitely looks like, you know, she would be like a snowboarder, something along those lines. She's a little bit perky, a little bit upbeat, but not as bad as like an annoying as Cruz, because like, you know, she knows how to have fun, but at the same time, you know, she knows when it's time to like get work done. She's got some Naruto headbands around her knees, which I don't really understand. Probably going to be kind of hard to keep those up while you're walking, but you know, what do I know about Naruto knee headbands? And maybe it's the new style. She's got literally just a blade tonfa on her arm, which I'm just kind of like, hey, that's tight. That is cool. I love that her little ski goggles there are also cat ear themed. So you know what? You're gonna get like the first. You're first in S tier. S for Subarashi. Now next up is gonna be Beagle, and Beagle. Everyone else has like, you know, these cool weapons. Beagle is very, very Velma, and by that I mean kind of like a little boring, but at the same time you're kind of like, you know what, okay, this could be okay. I don't know what she's doing with her hair up there with like the two like weird side upper ponytails. Like I get it, it's supposed to be like ears, whatever, but it looks a little weird. She's got like the big frumpy sweater, but the one big thing that kind of got me with this is that it just the art kind of feels like it wasn't finished. So that kind of like throws it off a little bit there. She clearly has like, you know, a really cute tail back there in the back. And I mean, overall, I do kind of, you know, I kind of dig this. I like the sweater, but you know what? She does look B for boring for Beagle. So that's what we're going to go with there. Next up is Vigna, and I'll be completely honest, the first time that I saw this character, I read that name completely wrong, and I'm like, bro, did they actually name her that? But no, it's Vigna, and you are going to be the second recipient of the Do Not Touch tier because that is definitely legal. Not legal. Definitely not legal. Don't touch it. Don't do it. She is the devil, and she is going to try to tempt you into getting put on an FBI's most wanted list. Then we've got, man, we're just going to keep on going with this, because this is Vermeil. And, you know what, like, she is, I like the little fox. I like the fox aesthetic here, the like wild girl, like ranger aesthetic, but unfortunately she also looks like she is about 8 years old. So you're going to go back into the head pats only. However, I do feel like you would go to head pat her and she would probably just bite your hand, and she'd be like, no head pats. And bark at you. Up next is going to be Susuro. And I'm not going to lie, when I first saw this character, I was pretty convinced that it was a dude. There was pretty much like a very solid, I was like, that's got to be a dude. There's no way that is a girl. We're going to go right back into the do not touch list here for that one. It wasn't really my aesthetic in the first place, but you know what? Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, up next looks like a party animal, and this is the one I like to call the Naruto ferret, Shirayuki. And you know what? I like a lot of this aesthetic. The ninja sandals. You've got the oversized like hoodie. You've got that like swoopy, edgy hair with like the piercings. Girl looks like she is ready to go. She's got a giant shuriken as well. Not too sure how she is chucking that thing or where she's keeping more of them, because that is going to be really hard to get back. But I like a lot of everything that she's got going on. So she's going to go up in S tier for shadow ninja ferret girl. Definitely digging a lot of that. I actually had her as my secretary on my CN account for a hot minute. Next up is going to be Shaw, and this is directly going into the do not touch. This is head pats only. Not that you would be able to understand a word she is saying anyways, because she raps faster than Eminem in Rap God. And at first, like, people were like, oh yeah, no, Rap God. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I got her, and then I'm like, wait, what did you just say? And yeah, she just boom, dropping things like Busta Rhymes out there. But she is she's a squirrel girl doing her best. Love me some Shaw. She is absolutely adorable, precious as all heck. And then we've got Scavenger. And Scavenger, I don't really understand what is going on with these gloves. How do you keep those gloves up? Why are they so big? Why do you need such big gloves? How are you keeping your pants up? You have thigh highs, but you've also got other weird thigh high things on top of that. Not really digging the mouse tail, but you know what? She's not bad overall. Her aesthetic's pretty cool. Her personality's kind of, it's whatever. She's Scavenger. Doesn't have a whole lot else going on there. I do kind of like the steampunk feel that she's got going on with like the mask and stuff like that. She's out there living her best life, scavenging what she can. I also like the fact that she's Scavenger. She's a mouse. That's kind of what they do, like in my house. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna put her in the A tier. Just because I definitely dig that. Plus, I really like her weapon. Her weapon is pretty solid. Up next is going to be Rope. And Rope just literally will steal your heart. She is a very, very weird, edgy thief girl who just wants to steal all of your stuff. I kind of like that really weird, like smirky grin on her face. I also just really like the fact that she has a grappling hook, and grappling hooks are really, really cool. Her voice is also pretty solid. Definitely some ASMR going on in there, like the bunny feel with the little ribbon there. She's gonna go up into S tier as well. Not only that, I like the thigh highs that have like that embroidery, like that embellishment at the top of them. Sets her aside a little bit. So up next is going to be Perfumer, and you know what? The art style's a little bit different on this one, and it kind of throws me off a tad. Like, dislike it, but at the same time, I mean, it's kind of like off-putting a little bit. She does seem kind of meh, boring. Like, I feel like she would be an okay wife, but like not a waifu. Probably would smell really good though. What are we named, like Perfumer? So definitely would smell pretty good. I'm gonna put her in the B tier for I don't know. I don't have anything for that one. But we're going to go with Myrtle next one. And she's just got a big flag. I don't know what's going on with her and with like these clothes. She's definitely got like that whole like big clothes feel again. And I couldn't tell really at the beginning. I'm like, is she like 8? Is she just older and has big clothes? I don't know what's going on with her. But it really was throwing me off quite a bit. Like she's very disheveled. Like you would think that somebody with like a flag would be more of like the flag bearer, like the big ribbon thing, you know, would be very embellished, but she just seems kind of out of it. Like, I don't know. And I'm not like really digging too much of that. She's going to go into C tier. She's going to go C tier for me. Up next is going to be Mirth. And Mirth is a very big botany nerd. Mirth has like 7 or 8 gardens that she is constantly tending to on the regular. And she wants to tell you all about how she like spliced some tomatoes together or something like that. And she constantly smells like fertilizer. Probably going to be a big downside if you don't like fertilizer and or you know smelling like a greenhouse. Sometimes greenhouses smell pretty okay. Sometimes they smell like cow poop. So I don't know, definitely would be too outdoorsy for me. Like I would have to be out there all the time. Plus I feel like she would probably be like trying to splice together like really weird you know, mutant plants that would probably like eat me or something like that. She's gonna go into D tier for me for don't want to go outside. That's what I don't want to do. Now up next is gonna be Mouse, and I really like this character. She's got that kind of gothic Lolita look going on to her, and she's got like a claw hand. And as much as I am frightened by claw hands sometimes, I really like this character. I actually got her earlier today, and she has some like hardcore ASMR voice going on, and I think that she's like going to be the kind of character that's like very embarrassed. And, you know, you're like, oh, hey, I really like you. She'd be like, oh, no, I have this monstrous hand. Please don't look at me. And you'd be like, oh, dude, you're so adorable with your tiny little hat and your tiny little ears. And so I'm going to put her in A tier for that. So Meteor is going to be next. And I don't know, I like archers, but I feel like they kind of missed the mark on this one. Not really too much in the hips area, like at all. She's got like the tattered shoulders, but like, I don't know, man, like the face just really doesn't do it for me. Like I get that she's supposed to be like a horse, with like the little white diamond thing in the middle of her head. But, as it goes for archers, I like my archers to be a little bit more wild, and a little bit more. Now I do like the detail that they put into her pants, like where you can see that it's like jean stuff like that. But overall, a little on the boring side. You're gonna go into B tier for me. May, we're just gonna directly drop her into the do not touch category. She is absolutely adorable though. Definitely would be a problem child. She's gonna start so many Nerf fights, and you're just gonna be like, look, I'm trying to just do some work. Stop shooting me with the fucking Nerf gun, dude. Just knock it off. Just knock it off. But then she's gonna like, you know, be super cute, and you're just gonna be like, you know what? All right, let's go get some ice cream. Matai Maru is absolutely Matoi Maru. There we go. Yeah, Matoi Maru is a smile that I want to protect. Everything about her, from her weapon to her hair to her horns to her eyes to her smile to her ample assets and even her like leg armor, everything is just phenomenal. I love this girl and I love this character. She is easily going to be the triple S for me in these tiers. Like everything about her, and she's like, just if you go look at, like, if you listen to her voice line, stuff like that, she is just an absolute gem. And I love the just big, like, halberd style weapons. And you know what? She's got those horns, man. She's got those horns. So we're gonna look at Jessica here, and Jessica is a black cat. Jessica is probably one of the most boring, sad looking cats ever. Like, she is like that cat that just got thrown out of her house and like nobody wants her, probably because she's got, like, you know, some matted fur or something like that. She's just trying to do her best, but it's pretty bad. I mean, I don't dislike her as a character, and her, like, ascended artwork is pretty interesting with, like, you know, the fire and everything like that, but like as a waifu, she's gonna be in D tier for me. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna put her in just D tier. All right, up next is Haze, and Haze, in my opinion, Haze looks like she would get you in trouble with the FBI, but I think that is not the case. And the handcuff aesthetic, her ascended artwork, she is an absolute troublemaker. She is going to be double S for me. Cat Witch Girl, yeah, absolutely. I want to chain her up and, yeah, make some magic for sure. Okay, so Goomy is up next, and we have a really adorable girl. I don't think that she's in the lolly category realistically. Like, she kind of looks like it, but she does look like she's a little bit on the older side. She's got the big baggy clothes, but personally, I feel like she would be very, very childish. Obviously, that's like kind of what they're going for. So she's going to be one of those girls that's like a little bit on the older side, but she's never gotten really out of her, like, childhood type of deal, and that would be really super annoying for me. You're gonna go directly into the D tier for me. I mean, you might cook some good breakfast. The breakfast looks pretty good. I like that she's got like vaults and stuff like this. She's like got a vault door. Keep out. See clearly. They don't want you to get in there in the first place, so don't worry, we will keep out. Okay, Gravel. At first I was like, man, this name is kind of weird, but like, bro, this girl has Yan like written all over her. Like, if you make her your waifu, don't ever look at another waifu again, because she will absolutely just murder everybody that you have ever come into contact with. I do like the dual weapons with like the rope between them. Like, you could make sword chucks or something. She could be like, you know, doing that. But overall, like, I'm not a huge Yan fan. And as much as I think that she would be a lot of fun to hook up with, because, you know, she's got like the torn up socks. Like, girl, take care of yourself, you know, get a little bit better. I'm gonna put you in C tier. You're gonna be in C tier for me. Now, up next is Ara Mami. This one right here is some pretty good. This is some pretty good right here. She's got that look on her face like, you know what, you're gonna see this magic ball in my hand. We're gonna do some magic here. This is what's gonna happen. We are making some magic. We're gonna put her in the A tier for Ara. So we got Gavile. I thought it was Gravel at first too, and Crocodile or Alligator. I forget which one that one is. What's the green? We're gonna go with Alligator because I think crocodiles are the other one. I really like this. I like the fact that she's just kind of like back hanging out on her tail. I like her weapon. It's very like almost mace-like. Now I know that she is a medic, but it's kind of like gavel yeah, kind of like that, but I like the green aesthetic. I'm a really big fan of green. She's got like those wedge shoes that you know is just gonna make her butt pop, and like just they're not thigh highs, but they're like above the calf and they're like held up there. I definitely really like a lot of that. I like the like almost like Neptunia looking hair tie thing that she's got going on there as well. I'm gonna put her actually up in double S with Haze. Now we got Frostleaf next, and I'm not exactly sure. I think she's supposed to be like a wolf of some sort. I don't know how to feel about her. Like, I like her hat, I like the headphones, and I really like the weapon, but I feel like she is just going to be really, really cold. She's not going to be a very good waifu. She's not going to like... There's a difference between like a Tsun and I just legitimately hate you. And I feel like she just is legitimately thinks that you are garbage and does not want anything to do with you. Plus, I don't know what she's got going on with her, like with her other hand there. It looks a little bit weird, and it looks like her forearm is like really, really long. Like, if you kind of look at like where her elbow should be versus like where her hand is, I feel like it's very, very long. I'm gonna actually put her in I'm gonna put her in E tier because she probably just absolutely hates everything about me. So next one, oh my goodness, so this is probably like Crocodile, and I probably got both of them wrong, and somebody in the comment section is going to be like, bro, you don't even know the difference between Crocodile girls and Alligator girls. What the actual hell is wrong with you? This girl looks like a fucking dragon, dude. She's got super tight pants on. I like that belt. I like the hips that she's got going on there. Not only that, but man, those horns are phenomenal. You know what, she's gonna go directly up to triple S right next to Matai Maru, because that is just a face that I want to protect. She even has like just a cute little bird following her around. She's basically a Disney princess if a Disney princess was a big crocodile girl. Earth Spirit, I like the trench coat. I don't really like the look on her face. She looks kind of just like she would be a big jerk. Like, I don't know. Really not feeling this. She's just going to go directly into E for me. But literally both of those two are actually still better than Lava. Her weapon looks kind of stupid. Honestly, it's like, here's a long tuning fork. Like, what are you doing with your tuning fork? That you got going on there. I do like her coat. I would actually probably wear that coat. It would be a pretty cool coat. But overall, from a waifu standpoint, hard pass on that one. And so this next one is Durna. I think that was the way that her name was. And damn, girl is extra thick. Now, I don't know if she is extra thick because of the gear that she's wearing, or if she is just an absolute thicky girl underneath that. I would like to find out. Overall, I do think that, you know, I like the hat. I kind of like that, you know, that she's a little on the extra thick side. That's actually kind of surprising when it comes to waifu games, because usually they don't put girls in there that are extra thick. They put girls in that are, you know, beanpoles or unrealistic. This girl has got a lot going on. I do like the over the boob handle, like rope, whatever strap thing that's holding some stuff up there. Definitely digging that. Her shield's a little weird, but you know what? It is what it is. She's gonna go into A tier for me. We're gonna go into A tier. If there were a thick tier, that's where she would go. Doberman, the one that everybody knows from the story. She's wearing some like weird kendo pants, but she also has a whip. She's a Doberman pincher looker, but I don't like the fact that they really have no real definition or anything like that on her midriff, like in the slightest. It's just kind of like, hey, just make that flesh color. They could have done something. Like, it's just kind of, it doesn't even really fit like from a body standpoint, because there's like no taper down. I think that was very, very lazy, but I do think that she would also really, you would have to be the sub in that relationship. There's no way that it would work. Her, plus I think her and Ace are together anyways. She's gonna go down into E tier for me. No thank you. Deep Color, I absolutely adore Deep Color. I love her color, obviously. I like her aesthetic. I like that when she ascends, it becomes something completely different. It is really, really cool what they do with her as a whole. And I just really, really do enjoy the colors and everything that she has going on with her character in general. And I, you know, I'm going to just put her, I'm going to put her up in double S tier just for, you know, just for that. You've got like the bright colors in the streets. You got the other half in the sheets. And so next up we got, we have Cora, and this is baseball bat girl. And man, I'll tell you what, the first time I saw her, I'm like, bro, this girl just out here hitting people with a freaking bat. However, not really my aesthetic overall. I do kind of like the big coat, but her hair is a little bit too big, and from a waifu standpoint, doesn't really do much for me. You're gonna go into D tier. Sorry. And last but not least, we have Bee Hunter. And man, I literally, the first time I saw her, I was just like, bro. Not only is she like a bear, she's got knuckles, she's a punchy girl, she looks just super, super spunky, super just about it. And I would like to go a couple of rounds with her. Let me tell you what, that tongue lick, the lick thing with the hair over the eyes, and just ready to just get down. She's going straight to triple S tier. So there you guys have it, the most important tier list that you will ever find for 2 to 4 star characters in Arknights. Now I know there's no husbandos, there's no 5, 6 stars. Those will be later. We're going to do other videos for those, but let me know if you agree with my tier list. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how you personally love Earth Spirit and why my tier list is literal garbage in the description. If you did like this tier list, go ahead and make sure you like, fave, subscribe. I will actually have some serious content on Arknights as well on the channel. So you can also catch me over on Twitch. I'll be streaming Arknights on the regular. All of that stuff is down in the descriptions. But anyways, guys, if you did like this, like I said, make sure you stick around for more. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy, homies. Peace.